Happy Friday, everyone. Dr. Johnny Kirk here with Fitness Fridays. We're going to be doing a quick 5-minute stretching video. I think when it comes down to mobility, when it comes down to being able to stretch and do things that you want to do, whether it's golfing, doing yard work, or just being loose and not feeling stiff or tense, this is going to be a very efficient, easy daily video that you can do. Let's get right to it. So, number one, we're going to start with working on the hip flexors and tight quads, okay? So I show this is one of my favorite routines in the morning. It's what I do, but first one we're going to do, grab your knee, pull your leg to your chest as much as you can. I want you to feel a nice deep stretch in your hip flexor up through here and this quad muscle in the front of your leg. All these stretches I like to do for about 30 seconds, and you're going to hold it on both sides. Now, you can do deeper breaths and pull your stretch deeper, but realistically it comes down to relaxing the muscle. The next one you're going to do is a lumbar low back rotation stretch, which is when you take that same leg and pull it across your body and then open up your right shoulder or same side shoulder. I feel a deep stretch in through my low back, in through my glutes, in through my IT band, but there's no pain, there's no discomfort. I really, really like this stretch. It's one of my favorite ones. Now, once you're done here and doing both sides, I like to take this same leg and then put it up on top of this leg. And I'm going to be pushing my right leg now about 20, 30 times, but I want to feel the stretch in my hip joint itself. You're going to feel this in the hip joint itself. So it's equal and opposite pressure. Kind of breathing and really getting in a deep stretch into that area. And then once you've had enough there, you're going to grab the opposite leg and stretch your piriformis muscle, the muscle that typically sits on top of the sciatic nerve and can cause pain. This is the best stretch for that. You pull up and you live here. Now the next best one you can do is the hip flexor stretch again in this position, right? So legs here, you're going to lean forward and really stretch the opposite leg. You're going to feel this. So for me, my left leg's in front of me. I'm stretching my right hip flexor. And I like to bring my arms up and back to really get a deeper stretch there. After you hold that for about 30 seconds, I want to stretch my hamstring now. All I'm going to do is kick this leg out and kind of just push into my leg, right? And I can feel this stretch, all of my hammies, all of my calves. Really good, very durable stretch. And then you can go right back into a hip flexor stretch if you need to, right? I mean, that's why I love the durability. And as always, switch, right? Make sure you're stretching both sides. You have to be equal in balance. You go here, and then relax that leg here for that hammy stretch, right? Now, the next ones that I do love is you can stretch your quads in this position. I typically like to go here. I'll pull back, and I'll stretch my tight quads if it feels like it's gonna go. But this is probably the deepest quad stretch I've had out of all the stretches we've done so far. Now, not just the lower body, but I want you to focus on the upper body too, right? So chest, I like the doorway stretch, right? Here, I can just practice stretching my doorway or stretching my chest this way without even needing a doorway, right? So I'm here, and I'm just rotating my shoulders back, kind of looking up a little bit, and then rotating my arms back down. And I'll do this periodically throughout the day when I feel like I'm getting rounded, I'm at the desk, and I'm maybe not doing good posture. Here, rotate your arms back, look up, come down. I also like to stretch my arms, right? So I'll stretch across my body here, 30 seconds. It stretches the posterior capsule and the triceps of the shoulder. Go this way, same thing. I also like to really stretch my triceps, so I'll go here, I'll pull this behind my back, almost like I'm stretching to touch my back. And then you might always see me doing this. I am constantly stretching my forearms. Anyone who uses their arms a lot throughout the day, you're typing, you have to stretch your flexors here because they're so tight throughout the day. And I like to then bring this arm back here. There's a lot of videos online that talk about nerve flossing and using the wall to help kind of stretch that nerve if you got that pinched nerve in the carpal tunnel area. But these are all good things. These are all videos. These are all stretches that I would want you to implement on the daily. And if you have any questions or have any new stretches, I really would love to see them next time you're in the clinic. So I hope all of you are having an awesome week. staying fit. And I'll see you guys soon here at the Health Center. Have a great weekend, everyone.